I have a fear of falling behind. Simultaneously, I'm trying to start over at 42 because I find myself yet again in a situation where I'm unemployed, which is a horrible place to be, especially at my age when you have mortgage and student loans and a bunch of other bills that need to be paid. My fear of falling behind is primarily due to how generative AI is evolving. And I think that I am at a stage right now where I need to learn more about how AI works. Hi, my name is Valentina Norberg. I'm 42 years old. I have a finance degree that is not really paying any bills right now, and I am starting a YouTube channel trying to learn how to use generative AI in a way that I can implement it in my work. If that is something that interests you, please subscribe and follow along. I have around 320,000 euros of debt. Up until about a month ago, I was planning on having a YouTube channel where I would talk about self-publishing romance novels because I love writing and I love reading. However, because of how different circumstances have evolved in my life, that will not be something that I will be able to pursue right now. And so I'm pivoting into doing something that will hopefully be more profitable in the long term. You see, I found out that I need to have half of my debt paid off by July 2028. That is 2 years from now, which is incredibly scary because I thought that I had my whole life to pay off my debt, which I don't. So instead of just feeling sorry for myself, I have decided that I need to learn a new skill, do something different. I don't want to get into more debt with student loans. I want to do something that I can start learning right now and hopefully be able to monetize some way in the future, either by being able to get a job because I'm implementing this into my way of learning, or I don't know, start my own business somehow. Now, I have a finance degree, but it hasn't really been paying off any of my bills for a really long time. And I have started businesses in the past with different levels of success. The latest venture I had to close down because of different circumstances due to COVID. Simultaneously as that happened, I also got a divorce and I needed to sell my home. I lost my pet this past year, and it's been a really stressful period. However, I feel like right now I'm at this stage where I need to do something different. I need to make something happen. And so I am starting YouTube. Now, I did have another plan in the beginning of what it was going to be about, but I do feel that we need to be able to change our plans according to how our circumstances are. And I need to have a very positive outlook and believe that it's possible to do something great online. Because every time I turn on YouTube, I do see people succeeding. You know, they do these how to make money online channels, and they're doing different things all the time that bring them income. And that is very, very good. And I thought about it too. Maybe I should do UGC. Maybe I should try to make money online selling stuff on Etsy. But to be honest with you, I've tried e-commerce before and it hasn't worked. I looked into UGC, but the amount of videos that UGC creators are putting out, it's amazing. I don't think that that is a model that I would be able to keep up with. So I had to look at what else is out there. What else can I do? And YouTube is something that I've always wanted to try out, but I've always felt that maybe not for me. That's not what you do when you have a finance degree, or it's not what you do when you're my age. There's always been excuses. So I'm doing it now because you know what? I need to try something. And why generative AI? Well, I see a lot of videos on YouTube all the time about how to prompt Claude, how to create skills on Claude, how to have agents, how to do different projects. There's people talk a lot and I understand absolutely nothing of it because I am using Claude the way that we used to use Google back in the day, like a search engine. That's like utilizing it up to like maybe 1% of its capacity, which is absolutely mind blowing to me as someone that doesn't understand what it is about. So I am starting from scratch. I'm starting from zero. I'm gonna learn the process, how to do build skills. I actually learned what skills are in Claude. That's at the level that I'm at, building agents and hopefully creating something that I will be able to monetize in the future. And I will be filming it and talking to you about it. And if there are other people like me that need something that's easier to follow along with, then hopefully you'll like my videos. I am not technical. I am actually just starting to learn these process, and I will be sharing them with you. So my hope for this channel is sort of twofold, because now in the beginning, I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I will be posting one video every day for the month of August, purely for the sake of learning YouTube, because I feel like I need to learn YouTube, if that makes sense, because I've done a few YouTube videos before, but they were heavily scripted and I had a really difficulties talking to camera. I still do. This time I decided that I wasn't going to script it. I'm just going to put some notes and I'm going to follow that. We'll see how that works out. I don't really know what I'm going to be talking about for this month because I don't really have a plan, but of course it will have something to do with generative AI. I have a plan. Hopefully in the future, I will be doing some tutorials, maybe teaching you how to do these things yourself. There are a lot of people teaching that at the moment, but as I said, I'm learning this for the sake of creating my own business in the future, something that where I will be able to implement generative AI. And if that is something that you also want to do, please follow along and hopefully we'll learn something together. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.